Baudette is an extremely cold place. It's a town of 900 people, graduated with about 35 kids total, so it's a tight-knit group, but that's where I grew up and everybody played hockey, and it's the kind of community where you kind of have to chip in all around. Everybody played 3 sports, you're involved with school activities, your parents cooked meals for fundraisers and stuff like that, so it's a pretty unique way to grow up. I take a lot of pride in being from Minnesota and, you know, the culture that it instilled in me, and I try to carry that still.
Hockey dreams are born on ponds and at parks. Today, high school hockey dreams come true on Baudette Bay.
My freshman year, actually, of high school, we did Day on the Bay is what we called it. They actually made a playable hockey surface on our river, like right in our town. It was like right next to the VFW and like gas stations and the grocery store up there, and they would bring the Zamboni down on a fish landing, like a fishing boat landing, drive it half-mile, but it was pretty cool, and I'll never forget that. It was my first outdoor game. I've played in a few, but that one was super unique, and I don't know that there's been too many more like that.
Game time, let's go, boys!
The day was magical. I don't know if you could repeat that atmosphere.
I've never seen that many people in town at one time before. I mean, it was crazy. You know, there had to be thousands of people here.
So we played St. Paul Johnson Governors, who is like a pretty historic program. They've been around a long time in Minnesota. But right after us was a game, it was Roseau and Blaine. And they were like number 1 and 2 in the state. And it was a huge deal. But I remember everybody was so angry because they're like, oh, we're gonna play this huge game in 25 below weather with 10-degree wind chill. And
That's how cold it was?
It was so cold. There are pictures of like guys in our high school, like offensive linemen in our high school, who went shirtless the whole game for our game, just like prove a point, like prove how tough they were, which is now it's like
stupid.
Yeah. I only played the 3rd period of this game. Everybody played 1 period, and I just remember we had a forward on our team. His name was Danny Uziski. He was probably one of our best players, maybe our best player, I don't know. And I hope he's watching this right now, but he had like the hardest slap shot ever. And I just remember he would just step over the blue line and wire shots on net because it's like 25 below. And you know, the other goalie's like, what do you want me to do here? So it was kind of funny, and like, you know, the outdoor game kind of changes things. It's not like really a normal game in what like we experience and what NHL players experience. So we had a guy would always go, we spent, you know, 50 years trying to get ice hockey indoors, and now we all want to go back outdoors. It makes no sense. So, but just, you know, in context of the game we're playing, it's going to be fun, and you're so trained to be professional, and like it's your job to some degree. But for sure, the festivities before and the skate, and with family there, and there's going to be a bunch of kids running around. I think you have to enjoy those moments because they're pretty rare, and so those are the things that I'm really looking forward to. But I think come game time, it's just going to be about winning.